Hey guys, it's Tom Box. I'm here with Tyler.
Hello.
So Tyler, what are you showing us today?
We're gonna go over Dragonmaids.
Dragonmaids. Now Nishi already talked about this already, but what you're showcasing us an early conceptual deck profile.
Yes, conceptual, heavy on conceptual. I don't think it's perfect yet. We'll figure that out as we go.
Okay, no, that sounds good because I think a lot of people are very interested in the deck. Waifu decks are always popular.
Yeah, waifu
and dragons. This is like this is the
it is the ultimate in Yu-Gi-Oh deck. You have waifus, you have dragons. It's the two things that Konami loves the most, other than money.
I'm looking forward to actually seeing this. Well, we got OCG cards thanks to the Worlds.
The Worlds, yes.
And then we also have Proxies for us to get to understand some of these cards.
Thanks to Thomas.
All right, so you know what? Let's jump into this one. Go ahead, let's take a look.
Okay, so we have 3 Kitchen Dragonmaid. Gotta love the names here.
She's KitchenAid.
She's KitchenAid.
Not sponsored.
Kitchen gun, you know. So she's your Rhoda, and she also dumps a card. So every time you search with this deck, you're getting rid of a card. So she searches and then dumps a Dragonmaid card. Really good starter. And then for every one of our small ones, we have to have the big ones to go with them.
Do you need all 3 of these dragons? This is the quick effect to gain 2,000 attack if you discard this one.
Yeah, it's 2,000, and that's big. It just helps like your little smaller guys get over bigger guys, or your bigger guys do extra big damage. Do you need 3? I don't know. I like it. Whatever. We'll move on. Also, all the dragons, they bounce back to the level that they were in the battle phase.
So the 3s to the 8s and the 2s to the 7s.
Yes, that's another thing I should have mentioned with the other one, that they all do this at the start of the battle phase. They all become big dragons.
And you don't have to match color.
No, you don't have to match color, which is nice. 3 Nurse. She's like your wolf bark, if people still remember what that card is.
Graveyard summon.
It brings back a guy from your graveyard.
But only for the level 4 and lower.
Yes, so it doesn't bring back the big ones. And again, this one bounces into your 7s. This card's really good. It's part of like, it's a card you want to open, or you want to be playing with on your first turn.
What do we got next?
Okay, so we got 3 of the Hand Summoner, which in combination with the Nurse is like a quick play reborn, kind of.
This is also a quick effect too.
Also a quick effect, so all of the big dragons have a hand quick effect. This one is extremely important because during your opponent's end phase you can summon out a dragon from your hand and then do stuff, because all of the little dragons will do something.
Yep.
I'm playing 3 of this. This is one that I
Parlor's
don't...
low par.
Yeah, so I don't think this one is necessarily a 3 of, but I'm playing it because it has large stats, and this is, again, a baseline kind of idea deck. Its effect is you can pitch it from your hand, target a face-up monster your opponent controls, and it can't activate its effects that turn. What that's relevant for, there's lots of things, I'm sure. But other than that, it does the bouncy thing and is big, and yeah. Damage is always important.
Sounds good.
This is your other starter card, Parlor. It sends any Dragonmaid card to the graveyard. And then it bounces. It
sets up the fusion right away.
Yeah, you want to dump. Generally with this, you're dumping the fusion to add it back to your hand so you can fusion summon quickly. And again, it bounces into the other one. Yay, bouncing.
It's kind of fun learning all their effects, even though all the card text is Japanese.
Yeah, I'm only playing one, like, even with all of these other cards.
Laundry.
I'm only playing 1 Laundry because I just don't think it's, like, it does much, unless... So, this is a card that is a perfect example of something that you could combo this deck with some other engine or something, because when it's summoned, you mill 3.
That's pretty good.
I mean, that seems okay. Like, if you're playing this with, I don't know, Infernoids or Orcust, I don't know, like...
A generic mill 3.
Yeah, it mills stuff. And then it becomes a big dragon. Okay. Which is this one. The other one of... This card is, I could see you could play more of in a side deck, because its effect is to discard to shuffle any monster in either player's graveyard back into the deck. That's it. And then another one of Rare DMD, because we're all dragons here. Let's just have more dragons.
We're friends.
Tempest. Again, we're all dragons here. Let's be friends.
We're friends. Friendship.
So a choice that you could play with this card is you could play Lightning, the baby one, so you have more discards.
You do have a wind one as well.
You do have a wind one. So I had some theories with that. Maybe later we'll come across another deck profile I'll do later of an updated version of this deck. Maybe.
What's this one called?
Welcome, I think. Dragonmaid Welcome? Sure, let's go with that. All your monsters gain 100 attack for each Dragonmaid you control. So big guys get bigger. I don't know. If you control 2 or more Dragonmaids, you can add a Dragonmaid card or monster. I think it's card from your graveyard to your back to your hand. And then if it's sent from your field to your grave, your Dragonmaids can't be targeted for that turn. I don't know why they would do that, but hey, whatever.
What are we playing? Are we playing True Draco? I don't know.
You could. I mean, sure. Let's go with that. Dragon Ravine pitches dragons to get more dragons in the graveyard.
I actually really like that card because you actually really want to set up the graveyard with full of dragons and have the option to go into whichever dragon you actually need.
Yeah, exactly. It loads your grave and then it combos with another card that we'll get along to later here. Foolish Burial, again, more dragon stuff. You play a lot of dragon discards. You can play stuff like Dark Worm, or not Dark Worm. What does the pendulum thing do? Or the pendulum guy? The pendulum dragon that comes
That is Dark Worm.
Oh, it was Dark Worm, okay. 2 Call by the Grave, just to stop stuff.
This is interesting.
So we're playing 2 Super Poly, because our extra deck in this deck, for my particular version, doesn't really matter. You don't really need anything in there except for the big dragon, the Dragonmaid fusion. So you can play Dragon or Super Poly for other targets like Starving Venom or something else.
Mud Dragon,
you know, whatever. Other fun facts, other things you can make with this are cards like Five-Headed Dragon, because you can.
I like this. I like this.
So I've been saying that you discard a lot of stuff. You discard a lot of dragons. Super Rejuvenation can end your turn by like just reloading your hand and having it set up exactly as you want it to be. Like you could have all the perfect level combinations, you could have all the big dragons, you can have all the little dragons, you can have whatever you want, you can have really anything you want. So I think this card's pretty strong. Okay, now Dragonmaid cards.
Hospitality.
We have an English one, so we can confirm what it does. Let's double check, but I'm pretty sure this is the special summon a Dragonmaid from your hand or graveyard in defense position. Yep. And then you can Foolish Burial one. This card is really, really good for obvious reasons. When you've been pitching your Dragonmaids for other Dragonmaid effects, you can reborn them, and then if you go into the battle phase, look at that, you've got combos. So, obvious 3F. Okay. So, this reborns the little dragons. This is good. But I really like this card because it can move my Dragonmaid fusion out of the main into the main monster zone, where I can make another one, and my Super Poly becomes live again. I like that. I am playing some stuff in the extra deck right now that this combo's also with, but moving forward, I don't like. I'm gonna say the word guard dragons. I don't like them. Okay.
But they're all dragons. You're not crippling yourself.
I know, but
double fusion.
Double fusion. You could almost play more of this, but we're playing Super Poly, so that seems unnecessary. You can also always recycle this card back to your hand
by simply returning a Dragonmaid monster back into your hand while this is in your graveyard. So it's basically free. It's free,
and also if you already have the Dragonmaid fusion on board, you're probably killing something in the process of doing that. That's a positive. This card actually just fusions for any dragon fusion, so you could, if you wanted to, summon Starving Venom off this if you have 2 darks for some reason.
Let's go Borload Furious.
Sure, that's also good. If you're under layer, you can do that. So good card, we need that.
Essential.
3 Pot of Extravagance, so this is the other reason that my extra deck doesn't really matter.
I want to put a shout out right now. I know some of you guys are like, hey, that's a proxy, why don't you get a real card? No. Half the deck's already proxy. You're really gonna complain about the current proxy?
Yeah, so, yeah, it would suck if you hit all 3 of your big Dragonmaid fusion. You would probably be in a really bad position. But we're gonna pretend that will never happen, so we'll just draw 2.
Let's hope that your rank 8 still work.
Yeah. Let's pretend there's rank 8s in my extra deck right now. Haha, there isn't. All right.
This is really good.
So this card is okay. The only reason that there isn't 3 here is because Tom didn't pull a third one, and then you didn't print a third proxy. So we're gonna pretend that we'll say that there's 2 in this deck. There should be 3. You want this card at all times. It bounces your Dragonmaids back to your hand to search for Dragonmaids. In combination with your fusion monster, that is really, really good because you're popping and searching. It also bounces Dragonmaid cards to bounce spell and trap cards. That's basically your only removal. As you can see by the fact that there has been no like Twin Twisters or anything cool in this deck that you would probably end up playing because back row is a real threat. There's also the super spicy tech card that maybe we'll talk about later. Maybe. Or I'll keep that one to myself.
No, I want to see it.
Alright, fine.
Alright, let's take a look at the extra.
Okay, so the extra, again, this is where we're going to have the most fluctuation, I feel. You could play so much different stuff with this deck. We're going to go with Seal first here. You should probably play 2 of this. During your opponent's turn, you tribute this to bounce their card, but you summon back the Nurse, and the Nurse will then bring back another Dragonmaid, so you have pluses off of their losing a card. It's good. Good card. You have big guys, and you can put a lot of them on the board.
Sounds good.
Let's play BLS.
Take that, Guru players.
Yes. Saryuja, again, you can go really wide with this deck. It's just a good card, whatever. Again, kind of the same concept. Foral Sword kills people. Okay, so they are things you can play. I don't like them, but you have access to them, and getting Red Eyes Dark Smell Dragon out of your deck for free is pretty good. So I can't not justify this, but the fact we're playing Extravagance can turn these off is also a thing.
Your extra deck is actually very live.
I know. So we have Unicorn, it clears stuff, and we'll have the Masquerena to go with the Unicorn.
Cool, sounds good.
Because we can do that.
Why Titan?
Okay, so we have Super Poly, right? And I don't like playing against this, so it's just there.
Sounds good.
Starving Venoms. Same idea, I guess. You can mix and match your Super Poly targets all you want. It really doesn't matter how you want to go about it. And then we have 3 House Dragonmaid. Your main monster that you use to do everything to control the game state and do extra damage. She's really... Why does he say they're 15?
We have the actual copy. We're good.
Anyways,
cover them all. Cover them all.
So there's 3 of them, but yeah, she's big. She controls the game state. For you, if you have things that bounce stuff, and then we have things like her standby phase effect is a reborn to bring back any Dragonmaid from your graveyard, which will then proc its effect.
I always forget to use it.
That's really important. You should do that because that's how you win.
That's why my testing hasn't gone so well.
And then finally, we're playing the most critical card in the extra deck, okay? Listen to me, guys. Everyone needs to be playing this. Number 98, Diabolos, the Mine Hacker, okay? I know it's expensive. I know. But you can play levels rank 7s, so you should play this. Okay, I'm kidding. This is literally just filler. I own this card, so I figured I can make levels rank 7s. I'll just put this in. So, this is a combo to kill them off of spheres, assuming that the spheres is just good enough. Alright, let's go. So,
let's do it.
So you tribute the spheres to bounce their guy, right?
Sounds good.
Spheres effect to summon the Nurse from your deck.
Summon a Nurse. Where's my Nurse? It's the Earth.
There, sure. So, the Nurse is going to use her effect to bring back the Parlor. Parlor's effect is going to dump the fusion spell.
So they all have a summon trigger that works on special or normal.
Correct.
So we're going to go ahead and dump the fusion spell, whatever it is. There it is.
Yay. Bonk. Okay, so let's say that they couldn't do anything else, and you pass turn, you draw a card, who cares? So, you're going to use the spell card to bounce the Parlor back to your hand. Ta-da! And now you're going to go...
That's so free, that's a +2!
Value!
Value, or +1.
Now you're going to use the Parlor, I guess, to get another free dragon to your graveyard, whichever one you feel like.
Whatever that matches your levels.
Probably a big one. So we have one of each, so we can get a 7. We have a 7 there.
Normally you would actually use Ernest to put one in, so I'm gonna put an 8.
There you go.
I'll put low point in there.
Sure. And then we're gonna go ahead and use our fusion spell.
So you need to play the fusion.
And you're gonna fuse from your hand, I guess.
I already have a fusion in my hand, but
Yeah.
sure.
This is kind of based off the fact that all of your cards in your deck are dragons, so you should be able to do stuff with them. So you're going to fusion summon her, and then you're going to enter the battle phase, and you're going to trigger both of these.
So at the start of the battle phase, I want to clarify, start of the battle phase means the start step of the battle phase. So they don't really chain onto each other. You can just use their effect one at a time.
Correct.
So this one will go ahead.
Yep. And that's going to summon your level 7 dragon. And then this, if they have another monster, will pop that monster.
This one.
Yep. And that's going to go ahead and summon yourself a level 8. Look at that. And then this, again, will pop another monster.
So not once per turn.
Not once per turn, if they have it.
Damage-wise.
They're dead. So this is 26, 27, and 3,000.
That's pretty good.
If you had another dragon in your hand, for example, like this one, you could boost for another 2,000 for fun. They're dead.
They're dead.
It's really simple to kill them off of seal if they have no way to stop you. We're gonna go ahead and assume that you had nothing in that. They had nothing in that particular scenario, but of course that's based off of like 2 cards, so that's not bad. Again, you'll have a lot more cards to play around stuff. Tech cards, Twin Twisters, whatever. However you feel like playing to get out of that situation.
All right, Tyler. Thank you for showing the initial look to Dragonmaids.
Yeah, no worries.
Super conceptual.
Yeah, there's so many different things you can play in this deck. Like, you could play Dangers to go with your super rejuvenations. You have like tons and tons of like just extra bodies.
It's like pretty good.
Yeah, some tech choices are very, very interesting. Like the Guard Dragon trap card that pops stuff. Because it also works with super rejuvenation because it's tributing dragons.
Tributes and discards, it will get that thing off.
And if you really want to make your opponent mad with a really old card, you can play Wingbeat of a Giant Dragon to bounce your big dragon back to your hand, triggering your fusion monster to pop something, and they got heavy stormed. So hey, that's pretty alright.
Yeah, actually, that's pretty neat. Hey, it gets out of Mystic Mine.
It does get out of Mystic Mine.
It gets out of the big Mystic Mine problem. And it also, even if it doesn't kill, like doesn't work, it gets rid of one of your monsters. Oh,
value.
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 This is what I would like to call the testing stage. Before any sort of big deck comes out, if you guys want to learn more, go ahead and check out the video by Nishi, which goes into depth of every single card in Dragonmaids. If you guys enjoyed this video, or this is how we experiment, guys.
Yeah, we just put cards on the table, look at them, and just kind of think, maybe this will work, maybe it won't, maybe I'll die.
And there you have it, guys. If you guys enjoyed this segment, enjoyed Mr. Fancy Mustache, hit that thumbs up button. Yeah. And if you guys want to see more stuff from MST.TV, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, ding the notification bell. I'll be back, guys. But, you know, time to give someone the spotlight.
Oh, it's me. Thank you.
It's you today. And anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one.